Hi everyone, welcome to the Medici YouTube channel. As part of Beyond Engineering series, today we are going to exploring the world of generative AI. So before going to the technicalities of generative AI, let's see the Salesforce most recent survey on generative AI in 2024. So 73% of the Indian population served is using generative AI. 49% of the Australian population served is using generative AI. 45% of the US population served is using generative AI. 29% of the UK population served is using generative AI. Huge market for the products of generative AI and huge people are getting served by using the generative AI applications. Past many decades, machines use it to execute instructions given by programmer and creative and intellectual work usually done by humans. Now computers able to think, computers able to communicate, computers able to learn as like a humans. Intelligence is service. Generative AI provides services much larger level than human intelligence and it is growing exponentially. Before going to the applications of generative AI, let's see some terminologies related to it. So the first one, what is mean by artificial intelligence? It's one of the broad domain, very big domain in computer science. Broad domain in computer science. So let's call it as AI. So what is mean by AI? If we build the system that can able to perform the task by itself without human intervention, that's what we call it as artificial intelligence. Of course, it is pre-coded instructions only, but that is capable of performing the task by itself. That's what we call it as artificial intelligence. Okay. So artificial intelligence is creating system capable of performing tasks that would typically require human intelligence. Okay. So of course, it's a pre-coded human intelligence is used to create the system, but the system is able to execute the task or perform the task by itself. That's what we call it as AI. And the next one is machine learning. So it is subset of AI. ML, machine learning, is subset of artificial intelligence. So now machine learning algorithms, mathematical models, by using mathematical models develops the machine learning algorithms. The algorithms able to process the data and learn from the data and makes the decisions from the data. That's what we call it as machine learning. So these are set of algorithms. Machine learning is set of algorithms that can learn from and make predictions and decisions based on data. So basically machine learnings are used to make the decisions, make the predictions and use it for the future forecasting. Okay. So complete mathematical model is used and set of machine learning algorithms which uses the mathematical model which are able to process the data, learn from the data and make decisions from the data, and also you can be used for the future forecasting. So like if you assume that, so AI is simply pre-coded instructions. So for example, so YouTube recommendations, YouTube recommendations is can considered as AI, or any OTT platform, Netflix and all. If you watch some video, it will give some recommendations. So such a recommendation generally what we call it as AI, normal AI. But machine learning is more powerful than the general term of the AI. It is also subset of AI, but little more powerful. Here it is uses proper mathematical model. So machine learning algorithms, it process the data and learn from the data and make the decisions and future forecasting. Okay. So, by using the already huge existing data, if you process the data by using statistical information, if you process the data by using statistical information, and if we able to make the decisions by using the machine learning algorithms, okay. So, such a tool is considered as the machine learning, okay. Subset of machine learning, one subset of machine learning is deep learning. One subset of machine learning is deep learning. It is inspired from the structure of human brain. It is inspired from the structure of human brain. The way human brain, okay, able to process the data and make the, okay, so make the decisions. Similarly, so using the data, using the numerical data, it forms artificial neural network. It forms artificial neural network. Okay, using this artificial neural network, it helps to, okay, learn by itself. It helps to learn by itself. It helps to make the decisions. Okay, it helps to make the decisions, or it also helps to acquire knowledge. It helps to acquire the knowledge from the data. Okay. So, it is like almost similar to the way the functionality of human brain. Okay. So, this deep learning create the artificial neural network over the numerical data. Means for any of the data is converts into set of numerical elements. Okay. So, using that numerical elements, it creates multi-level artificial neural network, and using that multi-level artificial neural network, it can able to learn and predict and make the decisions, and also give the knowledge from the data. Okay. So, this is what we call it as deep learning. It is more or less similar to the functionality of the human brain. Okay. The next one is the data science. Okay. So, data science is basically, it is not completely subset of deep learning, not completely subset of machine learning, not completely subset of artificial intelligence. Okay. We can say it is somewhere something like this. This is the way data science is there. So, some part of data science also comes under deep learning, some part of data science comes under machine learning, some part of data science comes under artificial intelligence, something can be beyond AI. So, means data science in AI and machine learning and deep learning as like similar to these three terminologies what we discussed. Okay. So, then what is things are beyond the data science? Beyond the AI, what is there in the data science? So, beyond the AI means it is data collection. We have to collect the data for performing the training. Okay. Data collection is part of the data science only, and data cleaning. Okay. So, we need to clean the data from the noise and all. Okay. And okay. So, means say data, we can also say data clusterization are labels and everything. Okay. So, these all things are also part of the data science, and it is okay. So, means deep learning, some deep learning also part of data science, some machine learning also part of data science, some AI also part of data science. Beyond the data science, beyond the AI, okay, data collection, data cleaning, and filling the missing data, algorithms to fill the missing data. So, how much ever the accurate data collection is done, how much ever the accurate data cleaning is done, how much ever the accurate data labeling is done, that much accurately the machine learning and deep learning, these all things are going to be work. Okay. So, this is about the data science. It is combines domain and programming skills. It is combines the domain expertise and programming skills. Okay. So, knowledge statistics and mathematical to extract knowledge from the data. Okay. So, it is uses the domain expertise and uses the programming skills and knowledge statistics, that is what we call it as machine learning, mathematical model. And so, mathematics to extract okay, knowledge from data. These all things are part of the data science. Then the next thing is generative AI. Okay. So generative AI is basically a subset of deep learning. Okay. So we can say generative AI is a subset of deep learning. Let us call it as generative AI. Okay. So this generative AI is basically used to generate the new content, new original content. Okay. Basically it is used for generating of the new original content. So it is AI model, AI model, okay, and techniques that can generate new content. Okay. What are the different AI models? Okay. So what are the things we can able to generate? Okay, that we are going to study. Okay. So just a terminology, it is meant for to generate the new original content. Okay. So that means it's already machine learning, deep learning, so everything is already, okay, trained from the existing data and make the decisions. Okay. Whereas generative AI is more powerful. Okay. Generative AI is more powerful than even deep learning. Okay. So means it can be subset of the deep learning. Okay. It is basically used to generate the new content. Okay. It is basically used to generate the new content. Okay. So from the existing data or from the trained data. Okay. One of the language model which is part of the generative AI, one of the language model which is part of the generative AI is LLM. Okay, large language model. So large language model is AI generated. Okay, it is going to be generate the text based response by processing already from the trained data. So the proper way to define the LLM, brief way to define LLM, this is AI generated to understand and generate human like text based on vast amount of data. Okay, it is AI generated, okay, to understand and generate human like text. It generates the human like text based response based on vast amount of data which is already get trained. Okay. So simple way to say that, one simple example. So for example, so being a teacher, let's say I teaches for fundamentals of algorithms. I teaches fundamentals of algorithms. I get trained by reading. Okay, so let's assume so 20-25 textbooks. Okay, get trained by reading 20-25 textbooks and so able to process the content and able to improve the content. So it is finally becomes like a algorithm language model. Okay, it is becomes like algorithm language. Okay, so model. Okay, so let's say fundamentals of algorithm language model. If someone raises any question, asks any question, and so get processed already. Okay, so trained data get processed already from the trained data. Okay, and able to give the response, as a new original content. Okay, new original content. That means the response for the question, okay, need not be simply copied statement of somewhere. Okay, that may not be copied statement of somewhere because of getting trained from so various books and various resources or various content, and because of getting, okay, so processing of the data from already trained content, it's able to generate the new original content. Okay, new original response to a given question. The same way happen, okay, for language model. It is not about one domain. Okay, it is not, okay, generative AI. It is a, okay, we can also say general AI here. Okay, so it is used for the not for any specific domain. It is for generally for every domain. Okay, the huge amount of data of various domains is get trained, get processed and get trained, and because of the training from learning from and able to generate the new content, okay, as like a original content. Okay, it's not like, so what is mean by new original content, generating new original content? It means it's not like, okay, directly copied from one source and resulting other source. Okay, so by processing various resources, as like human brain, by processing various resources, by compiling the proper, okay, so the original new content form, okay, and giving the response. Okay, so such a language model, if it is responded in text model, we can call it as LLM. Okay, so one of the product which is developed by OpenAI, okay, which is developed by the OpenAI, one of the product which is developed by the OpenAI is ChatGPT. Okay, so ChatGPT is basically uses LLM model and generative AI. Okay, so this ChatGPT basically uses LLM model and generative AI. Okay, so ChatGPT is one of the generative AI. Okay, it is developed by the company OpenAI, right? So here G stands for generative. It means it generates new original content. Then the T stands for transformation. Okay, transformation. Okay, means it transforms already pre-trained data to one form to other form. Means it transforms from, okay, text form to image form to, okay, voice form to video form, etc. Okay, it transform, it generates the content by transforming one form to other form. Okay, and other thing is it is pre-trained. P stands for pre-trained. Okay, it is already trained by, okay, vast amount of data. Okay, that's what we call it as ChatGPT. ChatGPT is part of the generative AI. It is one of the, okay, software of generative AI. Okay, it is developed by the OpenAI company, and it is uses the LLM model. Okay, it is uses LLM model. It generate the text form. Okay, so different AI models. So for a given input, and what can be the different possibilities of AI models. Okay, so one thing is, if text is input, if you feed the text. Okay, so by using the large language model, or you can say by using LLM model. Okay, so by using LLM model, okay, so it processes the text, and by using the pre-trained LLM model, it generates the new content of text based. Okay, so one of the example who can okay, so AI model, generative AI model text to text, generative AI model text to text is, one is ChatGPT, and other one is Bard, and other one is Meta, and many more are there. Okay, which use it to take the text as input and generate the new text, okay, from the trained data, from the huge trained data. Then other possibility, this is one model. The second model, okay, input is text, generates image. Input is text, based on the text, okay, so it is generates the image. Okay, so for that there are some products. So Midjourney, Doll E3, and Stable Diffusion, and as well as Bard. Okay, these are uses as a input text and generates the image. Maybe in ChatGPT of, okay, so next versions can be also generate from text to images as well. Okay. Next, third model, text is input and generate the video. Okay. For a given text, if you give the one description, so I want this, I want this, I want this, based on the description, it generates the video. Okay. So for that there are some products, okay, Runway and Kubrick and Finaki, okay, some of the products, okay, Runway, Kubrick and Finaki, some of the products which is taken as a text and generates to video. Okay. Then, so this is more used by the software engineerings. Okay, I think you all, okay, might have heard the name Codex and Alpha Code. Okay. So this will take the text, this will input is a text, it generates the code. So the products for this one, Codex and Alpha Code. And also text is input, and next model, text is input, then, okay, based on the description of text, it produces the, so music or audio, okay, voice. Okay. So for that, Auto LM, okay, so then other one is Jukebox. Okay. So these are some products which are taken, input is a text and produces the music or audio. So for all these models of the LLM, models of the, not LLM, generative AI, okay, text is input and produces text, text is input produces image, text is input and produces video, and text is input and produces code, text is input and produces audio. Okay. So these are the related okay, so products for that. Okay. So now the other possibility of generative AI, so image is input, so input is image. If you feed some image to the generative AI, okay, so based on the image, okay, it will transform into other image, maybe. So if one image is given, it will produce the 3D form, or one image is given, it will produce the new original content by understanding the image from the pre-trained data. Okay. So for this, the products are Dream Fusion and Magic 3D. Okay. So then other thing, image is input and produces video. So for this, it is CSM AI is the product for that one. Okay. So and image is the input and produces text is ChatGPT also. Image is the input and produces text. So Flamingo and Visual Art, and these are all products for image is taken as input and produces the text. Okay. So these are the different AI models are there. So from input text to various results, okay, produces new original content, input image to various other formats of the new original content. As we all know, humans are most intelligent and intellectual species in the world, right? So we can able to think, we can able to learn, and we can able to communicate, we can able to forecast. So by using the human intelligence, okay, so many revolutionary changes happens in last 80-90 years. Okay. So major revolutionary changes in agriculture, revolutionary changes in transportation, revolutionary changes in the, okay, so communication, okay, so and huge changes in the infrastructure. So much huge differences, huge inventions are done by using the human intelligence. Okay. So far the AI intelligence means last 80-90 years, if you compare human intelligence versus AI intelligence is much lower than the human intelligence. Humans are, okay, so much intelligent compared to the artificial intelligence is the thing of the past or thing of the, okay, as of now. Now right now we can, if you see the comparison between human intelligence and AI intelligence, if we compare the things between human intelligence and AI intelligence with respect to capacity and with respect to time, with the parameters capacity and time. So, last 95 years, okay, the using human intelligence is, okay, so much changes are happen, so much things are happen, but those all things are, okay, so the capability of human intelligence is almost going in parallel, okay, almost going in parallel. It is taking time, okay, to do the changes, okay. So, but last 60, 70 or 40, 50 years, okay, so AI intelligence is too small, AI intelligence is too small, it is slowly growing, okay, but now it is growing exponentially, okay. It may grow exponentially or it may slightly less growth. So, has to be wait and see, okay. But artificial intelligence growth is much exponential compared to the human growth, okay. So what we can say that whatever the revolutionary changes are done by the human intelligence, it took time, 80, 90 years it took time to do all these changes whatever we are seeing now. But as of now we can say we are in this era, means AI intelligence is becoming almost close to the human intelligence, okay. So, AI is also able to think, AI is also able to communicate, AI is also able to generate the new original content, okay. So, as like a humans do, okay. So, but we can't increase our capabilities as exponentially as like AI. Definitely AI is growth exponentially, okay. As we know, AI intelligence is growing rapidly, exponentially compared to the human intelligence, okay. So, in coming years, what is going to be the effect of, okay, AI intelligence for job market, okay. So, because of generative AI or because of the services provided by generative AI, okay. So, what is job market effect, okay, what is effect of the job market because of the generative AI intelligence is rising rapidly, okay. So, we can't simply say one statement answer for this, okay. Before answering this, what is going to be the effect of job market for generative AI services, because of generative AI services, okay. If we see the broadly, okay, we can find three different people mindsets. First one, we can say denial mindset, okay. Denial mindset means, okay, assume that someone who provide the service, okay, because of his intelligence he is providing one service, okay. So, as we discussed before, intelligence is service, okay. So, his intelligence is providing one service and it is a human intelligence, okay. So, he may think that, so no, like a AI intelligence can dominate my intelligence, okay. So, I do not have a time to, okay, use the AI, and anyhow I am so much superior than the AI intelligence, if he thinks that, okay. Maybe true, the human intelligence is obviously one of the best thing, okay. So, but the problem is AI may not, okay, dominate the one particular service of human intelligence, okay. But other human who is using the AI can dominate the one single human intelligence, okay. That means this denial mindset is not at all works at the era of AI, okay. In the era of AI, okay, in the world of AI, in the world of generative AI, okay, denial mindset not going to be works anymore, okay. So he may be very much intelligent, and other person who using AI, he can provide much bigger services, much, okay. So much affordable services we can say. So, denial mindset is not going to be work anymore. And the second thing, the panic mindset, okay. So, that means the people who says that AI is going to steal my jobs, okay, AI is going to be steal my services, okay. So, that is also, okay, is not going to be work anymore, because, okay, we have to, okay, so live life with the generative AI, live life with the AI era, okay. So the panic mindset is also not good and denial mindset also not good. Definitely the positive mindset. Okay. So let's use the human intelligence. Let's use the human intelligence and okay, let's make AI intelligence, generative AI is okay working colleague to us. Okay, let's use generative AI as working colleague to the human intelligence. Okay, for example, so being a teacher, so use the generative AI to develop the content and to provide the better services. Being a doctor, okay, so can use the generative AI, okay, so to do the research of the particular domain, or we can say to make the some conclusions, and final decision may be again human intelligence. Finally, so how to treat to the new patient is maybe a human intelligence for the research or collecting the data purpose or collecting the processing the data purpose, and so these all things can be supported of the generative AI. So the positive mindset is always okay. So it is something like will integrate AI to my product, will integrate AI to my product and let it be more productive, more productive. Okay. That means make for a teacher, so AI, he has his own intelligence, he should consider generative AI or AI intelligence is his colleague, okay, his colleague who is working with the team. Okay. So being a lawyer, he can okay consider generative AI his colleague and to make the work much easier. Okay. So to a engineer or to a doctor or to a okay any other professional, so they can consider the generative AI intelligence is okay his colleagues, okay, his colleagues, so that it can become, if you integrate AI intelligence with the human intelligence, okay, then definitely it is going to be okay so much better. The role of human for generative AI, the role of human for generative AI, the first and foremost important people, okay, research and development. So human brain plays important role in advancing theoretical and practical implementation of the AI. So then second thing, ethical and moral framework, ethical and moral framework. So as a creators and developers of generative AI, okay, so humans are responsible, the services provided by the AI, okay, is it morally correct or ethically correct? Okay. So guidelines of the morals or guidelines of the ethics must be monitored by the and okay set by the humans, okay, so that AI provides the proper services, okay, ethical services or moral services. Okay. So as a creator and developers of AI, humans are responsible for establishing ethical guidelines. Then the other most important thing is training and data annotation. Okay. So AI system required large data, AI system required large data, and so human required to provide the quality of data. Okay. If the data which is get trained by the AI system, if it is wrong data, if wrong data is used for training the AI system, then AI services also not going to be correct. So the quality data and large volume of data has to be provided. So their human okay requirement is there. Okay. So AI system required large amount of data for training, human input essential for ensuring the quality. Okay. And obviously okay decision making right is under control of the human only. Okay. So decision and okay so decision making control. Okay. So ultimately humans are retained control and decision making authority over AI. Okay. So these are the different roles of the humans. Okay. Final decision making is done by the human only. Okay. So so researchers are first important people, role of the developing generative AI. So ethical or moral framework is mandatory, and quality of data is required to get the better training of the AI, better response from the AI, generative AI, and finally ultimately decision making. So something like AI is works as a colleague. So decision making right is considered comes under the human decision only. Okay. Who needs for AI as for development point of view? Okay. Data scientists, okay, experts in statistics, machine learning, data analysis. Okay. So machine learning engineers who design machine learning algorithm. Okay. So policy experts. Okay. So to make the ethical and moral framework. Okay. Means domain experts, you can say. So for example, so if we are using AI for the medical side, so we need domain expert of the medical. Okay. If we are using AI for the the lawyer side, we need domain experts of that particular field, okay, and so on. So this is about the human roles, okay, for development of generative AI, right. Biggest limitation of Gen AI is prompt engineering skills. Prompt engineering skills are mandatory to get better response. So various courses are there for prompt engineering and various books are there for prompt engineering technique. So overall conclusion, okay, so for a better prompt engineering, you should understand what task we are doing and what is context of the task, what is question we are asking. Okay. Three major important things to use the generative AI. Okay. So what is your task and what is your context and what is your question. Okay. So better prompt engineering skills leads to better result. Okay. So in coming future, in near future, okay, it may be huge job market for prompt engineering skills also. Those who have prompt engineering skills. So various courses or various textbooks are available even for the prompt engineering skills. Okay. Then generative AI, is it free? Okay. So generative AI is free, or we can say very lower subscription. ChatGPT is one of the generative AI product, and Stable Diffusion, okay, is another generative AI product. Okay. It is almost free or it can be a lower subscription. So this is all about the Gen AI and the advantages of the Gen AI. As we discussed earlier, huge job market in the area of artificial intelligence and data science and so generative AI, machine learning and these areas, the huge job market is there. So if you want to work in the area of data science or in the area of artificial intelligence, one new GATE paper is there, GATE examination, one new paper is there, that is what we call it as GATE DA paper, which is data science and artificial intelligence. Okay. So even non-computer science background, you can perform best in this paper, no matter what background you have. Okay. If you are good in mathematics, so if you are good in mathematics, if you are good in logical thinking, okay, so definitely you will able to perform best in the GATE DA paper. Okay. So no matter background is MSc Maths or okay, so background is other streams of the computer, other streams of the engineering, other okay, including computer science. For computer science, anyhow, both are best paper. GATE CS also best and GATE DA also best. If someone non-computer science area also, those who want to work for artificial intelligence and DA, this is one of the best examination. So the syllabus of this examination, if you see brief, okay, so one is mathematics, almost 35-40% is mathematics. So 40% including probability, including okay, statistics, probability, linear algebra, calculus and aptitude 15 marks. Okay. So the around 45 marks including aptitude. okay, 45 marks approximately is a mathematics. That's why anyone can perform best in this exam. Okay. So, other than the mathematics, mathematics plays important role here. Other than the mathematics, okay. So, other subjects are programming and data structures and algorithm. Okay. So, even programming and required Python programming. So, even if you are non-computer science background, it is not difficult to understand Python programming. Okay. So, even if you are working in some software company or software graduate, if you want to migrate to the data science or artificial intelligence, okay, so for better company, so still you can also try to appear this kind of examination. This is one of the best exam for the area of DS and AI. So, other subject is database management system and data warehouse, and data warehouse and database also more or like handling the sets, okay, more or like handling the sets, okay, set of records and managing the set of records and storing the set of records. This is also more about the mathematical only, okay. So, and other one, so machine learning is one other subject. It is also very interesting subject, and it's also uses lot of statistical maths. And other one is artificial intelligence. It is also, okay, uses lot of graph applications, lot of discrete maths applications, okay. So, it is also more or less, okay, mathematical way, okay. So, if you are plan to work for data science and artificial intelligence, no matter what background you have, okay, so you can try to appear this examination, and MedEasy provide the online coaching and live streaming for this course, okay. So, refer the website for further details. This is all about the today's topic of generative AI, and okay, please like and share the video, and will come with the more such videos in the fundamentals of engineering. Thank you all.